A big question for people who shell a lot is, what do you do with all those seashells? Well, I answer that in a variety of ways. However, here's an answer in video. While we do use them around the house as decorative accents, we use a lot in our crafts for Etsy and area stores. So stay tuned. Crafty Momma and I are going to get out a bunch of glue and seashells, and we're going to do a seashell craft. So before I went to bed last night, Crafty Momma said, you know we're going to be crafting together tomorrow. And I'm thinking to myself, she doesn't know we're going to be videoing. A couple weeks ago, I don't know, maybe in the last week or so, someone had asked, can you do a from the beach to the finished product video? Well, I think I can, especially with Crafty Momma's help. Let's head back home and see what she has in store for us. Before we head out, let's pick up a little bit of trash. There's a bottle cap. I was walking around this trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. Well, here's a straw. I'm going to have to get my grocery bag out. Alright, grab a couple more pieces and we'll head on out. You know, I was just thinking, I guess now that I'm thinking of from the field to the finished product, I could probably check the trunk. Alright, here's some shells from a recent trip to Southwest Florida. Let me grab a couple in here. Alright, what about this pail? I don't know what she has in mind for shells. She might already have a pile. But let's see what's in here. Okay, how about a lightning whelk? Sunray Venus? Let's see, anything else? Let's go back here and get a couple more. Alright, which one of these has some shells? Well, I know they all have shells. Let's check this one. Oh, yes. Alright, this one has a bunch. Alright, I know I cleaned up some tulips for her. But, let's see, how about prickly cockle? Just clean that off. How about this alphabet? And let's see. What else is in here? I don't know. Nope, not that one. Okay, maybe this one. Anything else? Let me get a little closer. Maybe this one instead. Something a little smaller. An apple murex? I guess I could go soak that for a little bit. Like I said, maybe she has some lined up. How about this one? That's a pretty fighting conch. Maybe a couple more tulips. Let's see if we can find another tulip. Maybe not this one. Looks like a lot of fighting conchs. Alright, put that lid on. And what about this? Alright. Well, I know she loves wormies. That's a pretty cool one. Let's see. Maybe a lacy? Well, I'll go clean these up. Well, I dropped those other ones in here to soak. We'll leave these here. She's not home right now anyway. Let these soak for a little bit, and then we'll get to crafting. Alright, I know I mentioned it before. Someone asked, somewhere along the line, why don't you do from the field to finished product? So I think we're ready. Crafty Momma went and got a drink from 7 Brew. Got some shells. Where's my board? Alright, here's the board. What else do I need? Okay. And my glue. It's upside down. Magic glue, E6000. So Crafty Momma already has a bunch of shells. Now, I am doing, technically, from field to finished product. You saw these in the intro. I'm going to put these on my, what do we call this?
Dollah centerpiece. Seashells?
Okay, it's something like that. It's a dough bowl something.
Seashell centerpiece.
Yeah, seashell centerpiece piece. All right, so what do you want me to do?
You gotta take the hell out of your bowl, line your things.
Now look at, this is mine. Now let's go look at hers. Look at hers. Aww.
Line yours up. Okay, so this is a new tube, so just squeeze it a little bit. And by the way, this is the first time that we have done these, so we'll see which one turns out best.
And this is like, not the first time I've used E6000, but she doesn't let me get my hands on it.
Just a little bit, not that much.
Not the middle?
This around the edge is good. You don't have to. I don't know. I just little dabs. You don't need to use a ton. You're just spacing those out.
I think it's crooked.
It's fine.
We should have measured. So our girls just walked in, saw the two of us sitting there, and were like, oh, okay. So here was my coaching. Is that your store? They already know that we're putting these. Okay, that's cool. All right, so Crafty Momma said I have to put the bigger ones on the bottom and organize them. Oh, see, the girls closed the door on us.
That's a small one.
That's a bigger one.
Yeah, that one in your hand is a small one.
That's
All
a smaller
big
one.
ones, just fill in your
So we're
bottom.
putting bigger ones on the bottom, and then we're going to layer them. Well, she said olives for the bottom, so I guess I have to get some of those. There's one. There's one. There's one.
Only a couple.
Well, I don't know if mine's supposed to look like this. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? That looks like a toe.
On top of that, you don't need a lot of glue. And your glass votive will move because we're doing this without letting them dry. So you're just gonna make sure to put it back.
I think you spilled some.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Trust the process.
Oh, forbid.
That's what they say.
All right, break time. The girls didn't finish all their Chinese. And look at that, we're gonna have some Rangoon. Right, I think it's time for Crafty Momma to check in here.
I see a lot of empty spots.
Well, all right, well, let me see yours. Let me come on over. So what do you got going on? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
So I'm just filling in spots right now.
Well, maybe you can fill in some of mine. How about some of these? We don't know what those are. Let's see. Maybe... No. What about the bigger one? I think that'll work. All right, let me get the glue. All right, you all hang on. So that one's right there. And she said I can put an apple Merrick's over here. Actually, maybe you should help. Right there? Mm-hmm. Okay. I am going in the museum because she said get some smaller items. about a little horsey? That one's probably too big. That one's too big. Alright, there are a couple. Okay. Starfish time. We're almost done. Okay, that one's not glued, but that one has glue. Okay, so now it's sea glass time. What am I supposed to do here?
You're gonna find a place. Put a bunch of glue. Stick that on. 3 of them.
1,
Maybe
2.
Spread them out evenly.
You know the grandson's screaming. He wants us to go play.
Over here.
And they have glue on them, or are you just placing them? Okay.
I glued them.
All right, break time. Hey, who's smiling? I'm gonna go to the scary. Are you gonna come and get me? Come and help. Are you gonna stay in the scary? Are we gonna run around? Alright, the girls brought me back a nightshade. Alright, playing with grandson time is over. Crafty Momma said it's time to finish up and spray. So apparently she's been spraying. Mine's not sprayed. And she told me I have no room for that one, the angel wing. And she said definitely no to the sand dollars because they will break. Alright, so let's go spray. So Crafty Momma is doing QC at the moment. One thing you want to do is get the stringies.
Any glue that you got all over.
Clean the edges of the glue. And then check to make sure everything is set. Alright, so are we ready to spray?
Yeah.
Alright. And one thing you want to do, make sure you have enough cans. Hear that? There's hardly anything in there. I know she's going to make me run to the hardware store to get more stringies.
Mm-hmm.
And look at how that shine brings the color out. Look at that. So pretty. Alright, so now what? We let them sit for a little bit?
Yep.
So here are the completed sourdough, or what does she call them? Dough ball bowls. Say that a bunch of times fast. The Crafty Momma's like, you really need to go to one of the condos and put it on the table. I'm like, I'm not driving to no condo. So here you go. Aren't they pretty? And I even made one. Look at some of the shells in there. Tulips. Look at a pretty little horsey. Flats. Actually, a couple horsies here. Tulips, bonnies. Let's see. I think where is it? Okay. Twisties. She always calls them curlies or twisties. They have a worm snail. Let me pan on a little bit. Look at them. Aren't they pretty? And I'm sure the video would look pretty cool if I did have them on a staged on a condo with good lighting and the candles going. But there you go. This is something new that she wanted us both to, because I said, well, how about... Okay, you probably don't want to see me. Let me turn it back around. There we go. So there you go. Something new for Crafty Momma's Etsy shop. Not sourdough, dough ball bowls. Dough ball bowls. There you go. Said it fast. She did one. I did one. I put the alphabet cone there. And she's like, how come I don't have one? Oh, but she does have a Florida cone right there. So I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Right here is your next video. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed, you can click on the Genonia right there. You all have a great day, and I'll be seeing you back out on the beach.